I'll be with you in a sec. I'm just making a coffee. How we're doing? I've just been out training. I've just been trying to make a bird video, but it was quiet. So I brought the camera in. It's still raining, and now it's chocker. What was I going to say? Bird shit has only, by doing what he's done, has only brought it more to the attention of the YouTube community and social media as a whole. What's went on here? By getting me closed down, people are making videos and people asking, well, why is he doing that? And when they look into it and see that it's just because I'm asking a question, what corners them, the more people see him for what he really is, don't they? So it's all going to backfire on him. He's responded, instead of dealing with the issue, the matter at hand, he's responded, yeah, you've had spam on your computer. Well, thank you, bird shit. Please that you accept that it was spam, right? And that spam that you're talking about, you keep omitting to mention that I've took a lie detector test over it. Oh, but you were even telling lies about that last month, weren't you? Bird shit. You were telling people you'd actually spoken personally to Terry Mullins. And Terry Mullins had told you personally that I'd failed that test, didn't he? So, when he was at Rhonda's, so I spoke to Rhonda, and Rhonda says, no, Terry tell him the opposite, Paddy. So you were lying there, weren't you? But because of what you've done, I've had to produce emails proving between me and Terry Mullins that I did pass it. I shouldn't have had to do that, because they're personal, and I shouldn't be forced in anything. But with the lies and deceit that you've been caught out spreading here about me, bird shit, it forced me into that position. And I've done it, as you all know. But here he is, still the same person, spitting the same shite. You've had some, well, it's always you've been caught. I've never been caught with nothing, of nobody. Not of anybody in this world has caught me with anything like what you're saying. If they have done bird shit, prove it. Show what evidence you've got. Because everything I've said about that is the truth. And this is the matter. This is the truth. You don't even know what the spam was, man. The only person who's seen that spam on our computer was me and my ex-missus. To this day. No one else ever seen it. We voluntarily reported it to the police, and I took a lie detector test over the matter. These are the bits that you omit to mention to the public when you're trying to slur us over it and spit poison. Hey man, at least I took a fucking lie detector test over it, cunt. And it's only a piece of spam. Look what you've been fucking accused and charged with over the years. Look what you. If I'd have been in your shoes, I would have been jumping in a lie detector test machine fucking years ago. Just to fucking get it put straight to rest. But how can you when it's so many fucking times? But you're not taking one anyway, are you? So the more you raise that matter, the more it fetches it to the attention of the public that everything you're saying is wrong, everything you're saying is lies, and I've passed the lie detector test over the matter. So, something, I've addressed your matter. Something you do not do. Bird shit. And all I'm asking is, what are the ages of the females that you were charged with raping, the ones that you admit to on the Dicky Hickey audio tapes when he secretly tape recorded you when you were admitting it? And what is the age of the one where you blagged the mother into going into the police station and dropping the charges? The one you didn't get charged with. That's all I've asked of you. And you spit this shite as instead of dealing with the matter. Yeah, you got said spam on your computer, you got code, blah, 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 blah. Deflection tactics. I've addressed it. I've just addressed it again to anybody who's listening to you. Now you address what I've got to say to you and answer the question. What are the ages of them girls? Bird shit. Not asking for much. Can your driver not ask you? And can your driver not come on and inform me? And say, oh, well, I'm his driver. And I've been speaking to him. And this is the ages of the girls in question. Why can't you or your driver do that? Or JJ or little Kev. I'm just making a coffee. And this is the way I'm going to respond to these criminal acts that's been carried out against me in closing my channel down. Criminal acts, stealing people's identities and then fraudulently using them stolen identities to stalk and harass innocent people such as myself. That's what you've done. You've committed a criminal act, bird shit. Yeah. And you've admitted it on video. Are you behind it all? How can you get out of it, idiot? Someone's asked this morning, what can you not get Anna, Davey and Bull to all the right to YouTube saying that what's happened, Jan, it's not them. Listen, that is the way around it, but it's a bit much having to get every fucker to write to fucking YouTube and whatnot. Do you know what I mean? I should have just been able to deal with it through fucking normal appeal process. Which I haven't even been able to do that. So it's a bit much, innit? For everybody. Will I make a coffee? But that's what he's done. Online identity theft to harass people. If the police look at him over this, he'll get banned from social media altogether. Not for his past, for his present, just his activities on YouTube, yeah. You can't do that, man. Set up and tell people you're gonna do it on video while you're spitting hate crime at them. You can't do that. See, I'm gonna do this and then see I've done it. I've struck you the day when that strike was struck by a stolen account, and then you're admitting you've done it and you've been behind it. You can't do that, man. That is harassment, online harassment, stalking, or whatever way you want to look at it. You've broken every rule and regulation in the book. Criminal as well. Never mind YouTube's rules and regulations. Criminal rules and regulations you've broken, yeah, bird shit. So I hope Motorsports or Howarth do tell the police to come and see me over this matter, just so they can show the cops who you've got under investigation. They can show them same cops what you're a liar and deceitful and axe you get up there and fitting people up and stitching people up. That'll show the cops that you've got investigating people exactly who they're working for and how you fucking tick. And they shouldn't listen to a fucking word that you've got to say about any cunt. Just them acts alone prove it. Bird shit. Lives in a fucking box room. Took the piss out of Dickie Higgy for living in a fucking box room. Many times, didn't he? And he has him paid for by his PIP. He's on the PIP because of his eyesight. So he gets his rent paid for at this cop's house. But it's just a box room. That's it. That's all he's got. He hasn't even got a car. He hasn't. And he puts me down. He does. On about me living here on the farm and whatnot, in the countryside. And he doesn't. I've got a caravan. He doesn't even own a caravan. He doesn't own a note. He's got a note. He's an animal, predatory beast. Good at his job of manipulating people and getting people on side. But I think this is his finish now. Just for what he's done, yeah, he's drew more attention to himself over these matters, because everybody be asking the question, fucking hell, you're getting accused of multiple child rape, yeah? Bird shit. Why don't you fucking just answer him? And he won't. So he's not doing himself any favours, drawing all this attention to both of them. And like I say, every time he draws attention to me over this matter, I get my opportunity. I've put the evidence out a number of times, but I'm not doing it with my new channel. But I've get the opportunity just to explain. Hey, I've passed lie detector tests over his allegations. What's he done? He won't even fucking answer to them. And that's the truth of the matter. So the more people are looking on this matter, the better for me. From both sides, angles. So he's done himself any favours, that's for sure. He's a fucking idiot, man. Thick as fuck. They've been doing the same to Rhonda. They have, apparently. Him and JJ setting up accounts and putting out on dating sites or some sort of sites. And they've been admitting it's doing it on their lives, apparently. You can't date nowadays. If the cops get involved, you just can't do it. And Bird shit's the first one to run to the cops. He's got the cops investigating everybody else. Everybody else. He's got the cops investigating everyone else. And he's the worst out of a lot of them for this job. Double standards out of him. It's not double standards for my money. This is the way he is. This is what he's been hiding from everybody. What he really is. He's a fucking grass bacon on his toes, really, who's keep trying to muscle back in because he's got no life. Imagine living in that little box room on his own, unless he finds a fellow pedo to drive him around. He's stuck. That's the truth of the matter, isn't it? Who's going to be driving him around unless you were into the same sort of shit? And if you weren't into the same sort of shit, you'd say to him, you haven't answered the fucking Conroy's questions, just asking you the ages. Because there's been Sarah's laws done on you, Tony, seeing their children. Apparently, I've got the texts. I forgot to show them last night. I didn't have the hers on that, but someone sent us a text saying, sent some photos of Howarth speaking on Dodgy Dave's live yesterday. I've got my fucking glasses. That'll do. Well, it's a site name titled Howarth, talking on the live yesterday. I will answer you and explain. Pizza Face, Tony and me were going, she says by his real name, no, not Pizza Face. We're going to do a documentary. This is Marie's comment yesterday on Dodgy Dave's live. Pizza Face, Tony and me were going to do a documentary. I haven't even read this before. I got a Sarah's Law on Pizza Face and he was clean. But Tony would not give me his details. I eventually got them and ended up getting a reveal on Tony which was worse than Heggy's. I just advise others to get one. So that's all she's got to say on the matter, publicly. And that's what Tony's unhappy about. That's why he's got the cops involved on her. And she was answering a question that was getting asked her. Hi, I'm a viewer. What is going on with TB? I don't know much about him, as he is. Is he a real wrong'un? Some say worse than Dicky Hickey. I just want your opinion on the pick TB and VC. Creepy Craig took. That's right, two of them together getting their photos took. I tried asking all of us is real honest and the like, but nobody wants to answer. I'm starting to wonder. No disrespect to you or STD if you don't answer fair enough. And that was Marie's answer. I will answer you and explain. Pizza Face, Tony and me were going to do a documentary. I got to say it's done on Paul. He was clean. But Tony would not give me his details. I eventually got them and ended up getting a reveal on Tony, which was worse than Heggy's. I just advise others to get one. So she's saying, if you want to check yourself, get one. He's worse than Heggy. And this is what Burke said the cops investigate Marie Howarth, who are making comments like this regarding the Sarah's law she's just done on Burke. All kids. And it's lifelong. It's not like an one-off incident or one-off period of his life where he's learned and changed. He's been doing it his entire life, up until quite recently. All kids, each and every time. And it's raping them. It's not charged with having sex underage, whether it's been voluntary, they've just been underage. He's never been charged with that, he's been charged with fucking raping them. This is back in the fucking day as well. Not recently. No, they've changed the law recently, where even if you have sex with them, they can charge you with raping them, because they're not old enough to consent. But back in the day, that wasn't the score on his first convictions. If there was consented, you'd only be charged with having sex with them underage, not raping them. But he's been charged with raping them, time and time again. That's just the ones he's been caught for. How many is he getting away with? Seriously, who would fucking drive him around, other than another one? Somebody like-minded. And if they're not like-minded, like I say, they'd be saying, yeah, answer the question, man. Didn't start spitting shit about EZ spam on his computer. There's some way of getting out of it. Bird shit. Answer the fucking question, man. Just put it to rest. You're being accused of being the biggest predatory beast animal around you, using social media to infiltrate other children through masquerading as paedophile hunter, charity worker, Santa Claus in the hospitals, Linda's kids, buying the two teenage daughters coats. Uncle Tony, they were calling us Uncle Tony. He says to me when he come back. I'm thinking, well, they would take little lassies if you just bought them a nice fucking coat each. So he was into them. That's all I'm saying. He shouldn't be into anybody's daughters. Seriously, people. Not him. Out of all of the animals on social media, he shouldn't be into any of anybody's daughters. And what people are doing, driving him a fucking run and whatnot, and doing jobs for him, yeah. There's only one logical explanation. This is a paedophile circle. That's only people that will click with him, man. He's been outed for what he is. He's been outed for what he is. A long time before he come on social media, he was a beast of York. He's been outed. Who would associate with a known beast, never mind an unknown beast? What about a known beast Who would want to associate with a known beast? Only like-minded fucking people. That's fucking who. And everybody knows that. Only like-minded fucking people would drive him around and do his dirty bidding. Or before I forget, I've took a photo of it there and it didn't come up on the camera. William has donated 3 big bags of sunflower seeds and he's got them posted. It was yesterday. Thank you, William. That's really good of you. I'll put a picture of it on. I'll take another picture and I'll put it in the post. I just thought I'd best mention it. I've got it down here. You see, when Birdship met Decker, he'd been branded the beast of York, man, kicked out of York. And then all of a sudden there's somebody on social media, Hard Man, the governor, getting accused of being a nonce. And he jumped to his defence, sided with him. He's the only one that sided with Decker in the early days, when he was in that full troll campaign. Well, he would do, wouldn't he? He was living the same life as Decker, wasn't he? The Beast of York. They fell out because Decker started getting paranoid of him. This is why he was tape recording him, thinking he was the troll, because they didn't know at that point who the Humbles were. Humble Dryer. They were calling themselves Humble Dryers before they come on YouTube. I've got emails where they're telling me that they're the Humble Dryers. But Decker didn't know who the Humble Dryers were at some point, so he started getting paranoid of bird shit. So tape recording them and whatnot. But it wasn't bird shit, it was obviously, we know who it was. Now everybody knows it was Ginger, wasn't it? But this is how they first fell out, through paranoia between fellow beasts, fellow predators. But by the time they'd fell out, bird shit had already confessed to Decker on audio tape what Decker was secretly taping, that he's been charged with rape twice, and he's got an NFA for another rape where he blagged the mother and they got into the police station. Change that story. And she's done a Sarah's law on him. She has. And it's all children. She's just not saying what. But she's letting you know it's much worse than Decker Hickey's. So what does that tell you? If it's much worse, I've been telling people for a long time, and it's much worse. He's much worse than Decker Hickey, and he's smashing Decker Hickey's innocent mum's windows, and he's much worse. Do you realise how bad that is for a human being even to act that way when you're already guilty? What's he doing? What's going on? What's really going on here? He shouldn't be acting that way against an innocent old lady. That's deflection tactics. That is. Look at him. Look at him. It's like his video this morning. Look at him. Me. Look at me. Spam on his computer. Well, I've told lie detector tests over. Spam on his computer instead of addressing the issue. Spam on his computer. Doing the same again, man. Deflectory tactics. And even his driver and the people around him can obviously see this because they watch my videos and all. Yet they still stick by him. I'm fucking telling you, this is a pedo circle. He's an openly known beast. Who the fuck, other than fellow like-minded fucking people, would want to get so close to him to help him with this battle as well against me and do what they carry out these criminal acts in defence of this alleged multiple child rapist. What we do now is he's been charged twice and he's getting an NFA for it once. And that's how many times the police have questioned him. How many times has he fucking getting away with it because he's been doing it his whole life? He bullies and intimidates. He gets people around him. He's got his victims frightened to come forward. Because there must be some out there, I'll tell you. What a day. Excuse me. It's bird nesting time, so I ran quiet for the next month or two. Not quiet, I'm still busy, but not as busy as I am through the winter, because I'm building a nest. I'll be laying an egg shortly. My next busy time, I'm busy now, but my next proper busy time is during the summer months, when all the chicks come flying, yeah. Well, it's because our parents have shown it. Well, you see, I'll make some good videos of them days, I will. Thank you for everybody who's helped donate seeds, especially through the winter. But you'll get your rewards, not just rewards, your rewards, watching the videos of all the chicks coming this year, and feeding. I'll get some proper cameras. And yous have all helped breed these chicks yourself. All those that's donated. I've already had to buy out this winter, which has been great. I've a flocks of goldfinch. They come different times of the day, the goldfinch. They are all day, backwards and forwards, but when they come, sometimes there's 20 of them. Like little flocks of them, they must live together. I didn't look into the birds' lives, really, how they live their life. But there must, some blue tits come on separately, so they must live like singular lives. But like I say, the goldfinch must live in flocks when they're not going to put during the day. I'm rambling some shite here. Anyway, how long have I done? 27 minutes. Just a quick video. I'll upload this for tonight. No, I'll make it a bit longer. What am I doing here? Out in this fucking weather, that's for fucking sure. I've got fucking crows, ravens making a nest. I need to stop them before they lay eggs. I'm watching them build a nest daily at the minute, so they haven't laid any eggs yet because I haven't finished. But I need to get up there with a ladder and put a bit of wire over it so they can lay and build a nest elsewhere. We shot most of the rats. Got one or two. I see one or two. But the bulk of them's gone. I need to get some poison. That's what I need, is to finish them off. Now the big cat's back. She catches the little rats. She had one that laid outside the door yesterday. She kills them. But see the big rats, yeah. Even the cats would struggle with some of these rats. These are them super rats. They're living on the railway line. Not even on my property. They just come across the drive from the railway line every day. I should report them to the railway, that's what I should do. Anyway, just a quick video for the night. See you later. I'm back. Just to get over them comments again that was made yesterday on Dodgy Dave's live by somebody called Andrea W. Hi, I'm just a viewer, and now I see SDD is going in on TB. Right, that's a Dodgy Dildo Dave. I don't know much about him. Is he a real wrong'un? Question mark. Some say worse than DH, Dicky Hickey. I just want your opinion. Now she's talking to Mrs. Howarth here. I just want your opinion. She's talking to Mrs. Howarth. The same Mrs. Howarth that Tony Burchett's got under investigation by the police for revealing details of a Sarah's law she did on him. So she's got to be careful what she says, Mrs. Howarth has, especially considering she's already under investigation over the same matter. I just want your opinion on the picture of Tony Burchett and Creepy Craig took. She's referring to the picture that Burchett and Creepy Craig took outside the courts at Dickie Hickey's court case that's going around social media. What you got to remember is, when the two of them got that photo took, Creepy Craig is a woman abuser. He's been questioned over it and nicked over it, biting that woman, and he's a child abuser, everything he's done to Jessica and Holly and Madeline McCann, and he's a racist, and birds of a feather flock together. That's what you're seeing in that photograph. The three of them stood there, birds of a feather flocking together. See, if you got a real terrible past yourself, you cannot show judgment on other people's terrible pasts. You're looking for fucking friends and associates because you cannot get any. Because of, what the fuck's that? It's off me cup. You cannot get any. I look like fucking Fanny Annie. Cook with a fucking clown, aye. You can't get any friends when you've got a terrible past like that, and that counts for Creepy Craig as well. His amount of friends are limited. I just want your they're asking their opinion on that photo I took between Creepy Craig and Tony Burchett, and they're asking Mrs. Howarth. I just want your opinion on the picture Tony Burchett and Creepy Craig took. I've tried asking all others. Is real honest in the lakes, but nobody wants to answer. Am I reading that right? IA. I've tried asking all of us. IA, real honest in the lakes. So it must want to be real honest truth. He won't answer on anything on Tony Burchett, even though he's got plenty to say about Shadow Boxer, plenty to say about Dickie Hickey. He's got nothing to say about Tony Burchett and his past. And they've all heard the Dickie Hickey tapes where this confesses to it. But nobody wants to answer. I'm starting to wonder. No disrespect to you or STD. If you don't answer, fair enough. And then Mrs. Howarth replies to that comment. I will answer you and explain. Pizza Face, but his real name, Tony and me were going to do a documentary. I got a Sarah's law on Pizza Face. He was clean, but Tony would not give me his details. I eventually got them and ended up getting a reveal on Tony, which was worse than Decker Hickey's. I just advise others to get one, to do the same. That's all she can say legally, because she's already under investigation for the very same matter, disclosing details of the Sarah's law. Now that's all she can legally say. No, he's worse than Dickie Hickey. I've done a Sarah's law. He's far worse than Dickie Hickey, but that's all I can tell you. But we're now what's on, didn't we? And she's right. He is far worse than Dickie Hickey. I've said it all along. I'm not. From day one I've said it all along. He's far worse than Dickie Hickey. The ones who are smashing up Dickie Hickey's mum's windows are far worse than Dickie Hickey. And that's come out of Mrs. Howarth's mouth, who's done a Sarah's law on Tony Burchett. So I just thought I would go over them comments to remind people as the shutter. Right, so I'm on the Bashers, not the Bash, Bashers on, so's Brett May, so's Shatter and me on Shatters Live on Thursday. And he's just saying Bashers on there Thursday too. I'll just quickly reply to him. Okay. I didn't really communicate, I just yes, no, I keep them short and sweet, all of my responses. But I'm on Shatters Live Thursday night with Brett May and Bash. Should be good crack. And hopefully, I should have my live up and running by then, but I've promised Shatter I'll get on his. But all gone well, I'll have my own live up and running. Do my own Thursday panel again next week. Anyway, I'll just keep it short and sweet for now. Good afternoon, people. I've just shared a video there. I've broke this fucking phone. No, I just dropped it. I'm fucking useless. I've just shared a video there. What Tony Burke's shared, saying Mrs. Howarth has been arrested this morning and questioned over disclosing his Sarah's Law's details. And she's refused, this is he saying, she's refused to answer any questions. Well, the cops do, who's in charge of the case, do update you on how the case is going along. So if she has refused to answer any questions, then he would know. I'll just see who this is. Right. Right, I've just getting a letter. This is email off Mrs. Howarth. I just wasn't sure. I wasn't going to mention it there because I wasn't sure if it was her or not. I was arrested for fraud by false representation. So it just proves I told the truth. The guy is one lying, grassing cunt. So I wrote back saying, who are you talking about? And she says, sorry, it's Mrs. Howarth. Hold on, I'll write back. I'm just making a copy. You see, she hasn't actually disclosed any of the details online. All she's actually saying is he's worse than Decker Hickey. Which is enough said, mind, isn't it? Because we all know Deckers. And if he's worse than Deckers, that's enough. I'm just asking if she's been police bailed. He blamed her for the posters and the Darkbot Secrets channel. Just lying. I think he does it with everybody and everything. That'll be his downfall with his case against Mrs. Howarth, won't it? That case has gone nowhere. He's been threatening her that she's gone to jail. He's been threatening her that she's gone to jail all the time he's had her under investigation, waiting to be questioned. And that case is going nowhere, Tony, as you know. So he's blaming her for being behind the poster campaign. He's done this because she talks to Motorsports and Ginger, but she's only quite recently started to talk to them. And while after she's done a Sarah's Law on Tony and it's been disclosed to her that he's been arrested and questioned a number of times for raping children, Motorsports and Ginger have went down to Scarborough and painted the town up. You've seen the videos, haven't you? It's painted all over and poster campaigns all over the cars telling people what he is. He's a 3 times child rapist. Well, he's went and blamed her for being behind that too, because she was speaking to Motorsports and Ginger when they'd done it. Which, on an eye, you would think, oh, it's possible. Could be true that, because she's just done that and she's talking to them and they've done that to me. And that's why he's went and told the police. But Tony knows for a fact that they were run him out of Scotland 18 months, a year and a half before, and he was involved in smashing Ginger's car up at his house. And this is 18 months before Marie even done a Sarah's Law on him. So how can she be to blame for them gone down to Scarborough and painting the town up when 18 months prior to even doing the Sarah's Law, they've hired him out of Scotland because they'd heard he was a 3-time child rapist and butted him and barred him from Scotland. That's what caused all the problems between him and Motorsports and Ginger. Everybody knows that. But he's went and told the police it's Marie. So it just shows how deceitfully he's been here, even with the cops, to get her took in and questioned. I would fucking sue the cops over this, because they've stood for his fucking lies. They have, to get her questioned over this matter, and he knows that he had problems with them same people who's went and painted the town up. He knows he's been fighting on with them since Pizza Face, guns involved. How can it be Marie who's responsible for how to deal with what they've done to him, when he's been doing all his fighting and trolling and stalking with them for 2 years prior to Marie even talking to them? And that might look that way, but he knows the facts, same as I know the facts and you know the facts. They were already calling him a 3-time child rapist before Marie even done that Sarah's Law. The very people who's painted the town up. And he's blamed her for being behind Darkbot Secret's account. Just shite. It's just dribble, just to get her arrested and questioned. Or took the police station and questioned, whichever way they've done it, because sometimes they don't arrest you, it's civil. But she's just confirmed in an email that she has been... What have I done here? There it is. That she has been took to the police station this morning and questioned by the cops over disclosing Tony Birdshit's past. It'll have been from yesterday in Dodgy Dave's live, when she's telling people in Dodgy Dave's live, because he watches them lives too. But she's allowed to tell people what she is telling people. She's just not allowed to disclose the facts of the Sarah's Law. Her saying that he's got a worse record than Dickie Hickey is not disclosing the facts of the Sarah's Law. So nothing will come of that. I'm going to throttle him. Anyway, I'm going to clip these videos together. I'll just make sure she hasn't wrote again. I'm going to clip these videos together. He blamed me for the posters on Darkbot Secret. Right. Oh, there's a right there. Oh, you got on police bail or something. Yeah, she's been arrested. She's got a custody record, a charge sheet. Yeah. Grounds for imposing conditions. Yeah, she's been arrested. He's had her arrested. bird shit. PC. I've got the number of the cop. PC. Right. I've got the name of the cop in charge. I might just give him a fucking ring. This is Marie's went and sent us proof of our arrest thing. And it's definitely her because she's left our address and everything on, name the cops, the date, the time she was nicked. It's the official arrest warrant or custody record that she sent us a copy of. So she's Tony Burchett, Deputy Head, Marie arrested, so you bet your life Motorsports has been arrested too. Right, I'll keep it short. I'll clip these videos together and I'll upload it for tonight. But that's the latest news today. The pedo circle has had the real pedo hunter locked up. Just like you had my channel shut down. The pedo circle has had a real pedo hunter locked up. And all she was trying to do was protect the kids in that hospital. When she seen him trying to get into hospitals near kids, that's when she done the Sarah's Law. And even the cops have got to agree with her. Burchett is saying that she's never answered any questions. She should have done. She should have answered some of them. She should have answered the ones she wanted to answer to get her side of the thing into the interview. Like I've said, you don't have to answer all of them. You just got to answer some of them. And so when you answer them, some of them, it puts the police in a position, in a corner. But she should be all right anyway, because she hasn't been behind what's went on. And she hasn't disclosed any of the details publicly or nothing, has she? It's just a fucking wronging. Seize the night.